Hey everyone, welcome to the first video on the Unit4 YouTube channel. I'm Alex and I'm the editor at unit4.com, which is a site that focuses on Dust Warfare, the awesome war game from Fantasy Flight Games. Before I kick off the main part of this video, which will be an unboxing, I just want to talk about the Unit4 YouTube channel and what you can expect to find here, and also why the videos are called UFMP. So I'm doing these videos and this channel basically because there isn't enough Dust Warfare content on YouTube, nowhere near enough as there should be, I think. So I decided to start doing some videos to put some Dust Warfare content up on YouTube and hopefully encourage others to do the same as well. I'm going to start posting videos hopefully regularly. The schedule isn't set as such. I'm not going to say that I'm going to put up 3 videos a week and then nothing happens for 3 months. I'm going to let it just happen organically. So if there's, for example, if on average I get a video a week, then I can say, well, okay, that can be the schedule then. I'll have a video a week. But I'm just going to see what happens organically and then set the schedule based on looking at that. What else would you find on this channel? Oh yeah, strategy tips, rules walkthroughs, hopefully some hangouts as well, Google Hangouts. Maybe in future I'll go and film a tournament if something happens in the UK, if an event happens, or just a road trip or something. I'll go and film those, and who knows what else will happen on this channel. And also, why UFMP? Why Unit Forward Moving Pictures? I just like the name. I could have called this Unit Forward Films or something like that, but I just like the name Unit Forward Moving Pictures. I think it kind of blends in well with the aesthetic of Dust, which is something that got me into, part of what got me into Dust in the first place. The whole kind of 1940s meets sci-fi aesthetic of Dust. And Unit Forward Moving Pictures has a nice ring to it, I think. So that's it. There's no great big thing about why it's called UFMP. It's just called that because I like the name. So let's get on with this video, which is an unboxing of this guy, which is the Panzer-Kampfläufer III for the Axis. The kits that you can make from in this particular box are the Flammlöter, the Wotan, and the Wotan R, which are all pretty decent walkers in their own right. Let's get on with this and open this thing up. So the Flammlöter. The Flammlöter is a close combat medium walker. It's equipped with flamethrowers and from memory I think an MG, and it's actually a really good walker for like getting in there and getting rid of infantry. It's mainly anti-infantry, and yeah, it really excels in doing that. But the main part of this particular show, I would say, is the Wotan and the Wotan R. I mean, the Flammlöter is awesome, but the Wotan is an anti-armor walker. And the Wotan R, which is the upgraded version of the Wotan, is the real kind of, the thing that everyone seems to have been going nuts over recently. And the reason for that is because it's so good at taking out armor. You want the Wotan R in your army, not the Wotan, because you get an extra defense dice. When you roll for defense to try and save your walker, that extra 1 dice can be really handy. So the Wotan gives you 4 dice in defense, the Wotan R gives you 5, which, as I said, can be really handy when you want to save your walker. You might get your walker down to 1 point of health left, and be able to strike and take out an important unit, which eventually helps you to win a game. So let's unbox this thing and see what is inside. I've actually had this model for quite some time. I'll actually show you the back of the box as well. Flammlöter, Wotan, Wotan AR, some blurb, fluff. Dust Studio. Of course, Dust Studio makes all these models. Fantasy Flight Games just kind of repackages them in these kinds of boxes and, puts them on shelves, basically. Or sends them to distributors, I should say, to put them on the shelves. So yeah, I've had this for quite some time, and I've saved it to do this unboxing. So here you've got the Dust Tactics cards. Dust Tactics is an awesome game. I play it. This channel is actually not going to focus too much on tactics because it is, you know, because Unit 4 is a Dust Warfare site. But yeah, Dust Tactics is awesome, and you should definitely go and play it because yeah, it's awesome. So yep, you have the cards here for the Flammluther, the Votten, and the Votten AR with all the weapon lines. You know, it has Schwerflammenwerfer, which is German for heavy flamethrower. The Votten's got the laser cannons, the Laserkanone, which is why it's so good at anti-infantry. And of course it comes packaged like this in the plastic, as all the Walkers do. So it's even got a bit of sellotape on the side. Huh. So let's take a look at this guy. Actually, let's get all the pieces out on here. And then we'll have a look at what the what everything looks like. Okay, so this is the main body of this particular Walker, the Panzer-Kampfläufer III. Bring that up to the camera. No zoom here. We can bring it up to the camera. Of course, this is an SD video, not HD. I don't have an HD camera, so you may not be able to see all of the awesome details on this Walker using SD, but hopefully you can see some of that. Got these top bits here as well, so that's what that looks like. And you've also got these, which are the Schwerflammenwerfer for the Flammluther. Let's just look at one of these because they're actually both the same. They just go on different sides of the model. Of course, these are all pre-primed. You can just paint straight on this. You don't need to prime it, as is the case with all Dust models packaged by Fancy Flight. Some of the stuff you get from Dust Studio is actually like in kit form, so you have to put it together and then prime it. But all the Fancy Flight stuff is pre-primed, so you can just get straight into the action. And actually, one of the things that I notice a lot on videos about about Dust models that I've seen from other people is that they talk about the fact that the models have like when you buy infantry models, they're all packaged in little baggies, individually bagged, and it's like a nice touch, it's a nice quality touch, blah blah blah. But the reason why it's done is because the models are pre-primed. So if they didn't do that, if Fancy Flight didn't package them like that, then the models would rub up against each other in transit, and the primer might come off. But the baggies stop that from happening. That's why they're all bagged up like that. So yeah, those baggies are pretty decent for that, and they're useful for storing things as well. You don't throw them away. You can store dice and counters and stuff in them, so that's pretty useful. Now, as you can see, the on the Laserkanone for the Votten and the Votten R, this bit actually comes off. The metal plating, the shielding comes off, so you can paint. You can paint the cannon. Try and get this into shot. Paint this you can paint the cannon and to show you what that looks like. All the detail on this model, I like these little rivets down there, which kind of echo the rivets on the bases of the models for Dust. Kind of reminds me of that. And also, this is the plating as well. Got these little holes here, and you can paint this separately if you want. That little bend in the model shown in this one, that's intentional. It's not broken. That little bend there is intentional. And this just goes on to here. See, there's a little kind of notch thing there, and just snap it on like that, and there you go. Schwer Laserkanone. Well, it's Laserkanone, it's not Schwer Laserkanone. If you take this off, it's a Wotan, and if you put this on, it becomes a Wotan R. So there you go. So if you're only ever going to play it as a Wotan R, you might not want to paint the outside bit. I mean, if you're only going to play it as a Wotan, you might not want to paint the outside bit, but most of the time you'll take the Wotan R because that extra 1 defense dice costs 5 AP, 5 army points, which is, you know, pretty awesome. Like, it costs nothing to get, and it's like 5 AP for the extra defense dice. Okay, so let's open up this little bag, and this is just the MG44, which seems to have actually broken as I was building that, which isn't a big problem because, you know, you get some super glue and it's fine, you know, just super glue in place. You see it's kind of come off, I don't know if you can see that, but it's meant to look like this. Gets in shot. Now this is an MG which goes on top of the main model. Actually, the MG this same kind of little gun on my my other medium Walker kit, the Lothar, Ludwig kit, the LLL kit. That one actually, same part broke as well on that, and it was just, you know, a bit of super glue, hold it together, paint it, it's fine. It is a really tiny joint. So there you have it. This, put it on the side so you can kind of see it. That is the Panzer-Kampfläufer III kit from Fantasy Flight Games. Of course, I haven't shown you this. You get like the base as well, which have little notches in them, so you can actually pop these out and use them as counters if you want to. You know, some people do, especially for the infantry models. Some people pop out the bases. I don't. I keep them like that. So that's it. That is the Panzer-Kampfläufer III. So that's that. If you have any comments on this video, good or bad, then please, you know, leave them in the comments section for this video. If you like this video, then hit like, please. If you disliked it, then hit dislike. If you have any feedback, especially if you have any feedback on what could improve in these videos, then please let me know. Post them in the comments, message me on YouTube, you know, the Unit Forward channel. And if you want to be kept up to date with any other videos, you know, well, not any, the other videos that are going to be coming out on this channel, then, you know, hit subscribe, and yeah, subscribe to the channel. So thanks for watching, everyone. This has been an unboxing of the Panzer-Kampfläufer III, and I will see you later.